nation's honor. We march in protest against our government's policy. Mass action to change the course of our nation. We march. The war in Iraq is causing a war on the poor at home. One needed for the working poor, the aged and the young, are being sacrificed for this misadventure. I was without the King January the 15th, 1968. His actions and agenda that day are instructive for us today. He spent his morning sharing breakfast with his family. About 10 a.m. he came to the church, dressed casually, building a multicultural coalition. Appalachian whites, Native Americans, Latinos from the Chavez group, L1C and some Jewish allies from New York, blacks from the Deep South and labor leaders. Focus was to end the war in Vietnam and end poverty in America. He's preparing to a mass march in Washington, even preparing for civil disobedience to challenge the priorities of our Congress. In his words, bombs dropping in Vietnam will explode in American cities. It's easier to admire Dr. King than to follow him. We need leaders in high places, but they must be going somewhere. They must pursue a vision without fear. We must mold opinion, not just follow opinion polls. If leaders cannot march today, if leaders cannot march and lead the way for peace in 2007, they cannot lead the drive for justice and security in 2008. In the face of stiff adversity, in the face of stiff opposition, leaders must stand with peace-loving people today. We demand leaders that we can follow, but they must be going somewhere to higher ground without fear. Peace is controversial, but so is war. The fruits of peace are so much sweeter. That's why the Bible says, blessed are the peacemakers, the reconcilers, the bridge builders, for they shall be called sons and daughters of God. We need more than new leaders. We need new direction, new priorities, and a new way for a new day. Who will endure the wounds of America's transgressions, enabling a nation to be healed by stripes and sacrifices of our leaders? The State of the Union, Mr. Bush ignored Katrina. Beyond New Orleans,